Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and if you have $3,000 and you think you're doomed to buy a rolling Craigslist biohazard with 3 mismatched tires, a sagging headliner, and a check engine light that looks permanent, I have fantastic news for you. You are wrong, dead wrong, because right now, hiding in the darkest corners of Facebook Marketplace behind bad photos, vague listing, and sellers name stuff like Tony No Trades are some of the coolest cars that you can buy for basically lawnmower money. And I'm not talking about boring commuter appliances. I'm talking about supercharged sedans, manual transmission sleepers, Japanese icons. Cars that have actual personality, cars that you can wrench on, cars that you can flip, cars that you can beat on, cars that might actually go up in value while everyone else is signing 72-month loans for crossovers that look like melted soap. Because here is the truth nobody tells you. Cheap enthusiast cars are where car culture starts. Nobody starts with a Porsche GT3. You start with something weird, something kind of sketchy, something that makes your friends say, "You bought what?" And then one day you realize that weird little beater taught you more about driving, negotiating repairs, and spotting a good deal than some guy with a $100,000 car and a $700 monthly payment will ever know. These are the sickest cars under $3,000, and I've linked to all of them via Auto Tempest in the pinned first comment, so go check them out. And the last one, I'm not joking, I kind of want it. Let's go. First up is the Acura TL. Like, subscribe, and let's talk about the TL. This thing is criminally overlooked because everybody remembers the Type S. Everybody wants the manual. Everybody knows those are cool. But the regular 3rd gen TL, that's the loophole. 270 horsepower, double wishbone front suspension, optional Brembos, optional limited slip if you score the right spec, leather, heated seats, actual style. This thing was basically Honda building a sports sedan and accidentally making it too good. And here's what makes it dangerous. Most people selling these don't know what they have. They think they're selling an old Acura. No, they're selling baby Japanese E39 energy. These feel solid. They pull surprisingly hard. And if you can find one without transmission issues, huge win. This isn't a $3,000 car. This is a $10,000 experience hiding inside a $3,000 wrapper. Next, Honda Accord V6 manual. This is where legends live, because when people think cheap Hondas, they picture slow economy boxes, but a V6 Accord coupe with a manual, that's a wolf. 200 horsepower plus, Honda reliability, parts everywhere, and some of these will go 300,000 miles while insulting your work ethic, and nobody respects them, which is exactly why they're great. You ever notice the best cheap cars are usually the ones nobody is flexing? That's because the people who know. Third, Scion TC. And listen, people love making fun of these. I don't care, because Toyota made a reliable coupe for broke enthusiasts and somehow nobody noticed. Manual, lightweight, huge aftermarket, easy to work on, and you can find them for absurdly little money. You know what a Scion TC really is? It's the car you buy for $2,500 and throw coilovers on there, throw decent wheels on, and suddenly everyone says, wait, that thing kind of looks good. That's the magic. Cheap cars that surprise people. Fourth, Honda CR-V. And before you click off, because I put a crossover on a sick car list, hear me out. First gen CR-V manuals exist. All-wheel drive, B-series roots, insanely durable. And these things have turned into accidental cult classics. People lift them, off-road them, camp in them, engine swap them. There are people doing K-swaps in CR-V's K-swaps. In grocery getters, that is sick. Also, if society collapses, the CR-V somehow survives. It'll be carrying canned food into the apocalypse. Fifth, Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. Oh baby, now we're talking chaos. Supercharged, 3.8, the legendary 3800, an engine so durable it feels government issued, and the blower wine chef's kiss. This thing is pure budget villain energy. Pull up in one of these with black wheels and a pulley swap. You are immediately the guy at the gas station saying it's actually pretty quick. And somehow, you're right, these are hilariously fun, and the best part, nobody wants them, which makes them cheap, which makes them perfect. Sixth, Lexus ES300. This is the one grown-ups should buy, because maybe you don't want drama, maybe you don't want boost noises, maybe you just want a car that starts every morning and refuses to die. Congratulations, you want an ES. These things are basically luxury cockroaches. You cannot kill them. The V6 is bulletproof. The interiors age shockingly well. And for under 3 grand, you can buy something that feels richer than it should. This is the cheap car equivalent of finding a cashmere sweater at Goodwill. Okay, now, real quick, you want to do this, I promise. A Mark V Supra or a Shelby GT350 plus cash. One is boosted, one screams to redline. Click the pinned comment down below and grab your 100 free entries before it ends. Good skill. 7th, BMW E39. Yes, I said it, and yes, I know everyone in the comments is already typing, don't do it. Brad, relax. I'm not telling everybody to buy one. I'm telling the right person to buy one, because if you understand cooling systems, if you're not afraid of maintenance, this may be the best chassis on the list. Steering feel, balance, presence. These cars feel expensive in a way cheap cars are not supposed to feel. Even a humble 528 can feel special. And when you shut the door, thunk. German bank vault thunk. That sound alone is worth $800. But this is a romance car, not a logical car. Important distinction. Now, before number 1, a few cars I would not buy because some cheap cars are cheap for a reason. Old Audi A6, no. Used Jaguar X-Type, absolutely not. Early automatic Mini Cooper, I would rather fight a raccoon. And any cheap BMW with a mystery turbo problem, walk away. Sometimes the cheapest car is the most expensive car. Which brings us to the king, Toyota Celica GTS. Oh man, this thing is dangerously underrated because everyone forgot. But enthusiasts didn't. High revving, manual, lightweight, Toyota reliability. Looks straight out of a 2002 street racing DVD. And if you get the GTS, you get lift. Toyota's answer to VTEC. And when it comes on, it wakes up. Suddenly your cheap Toyota feels like it has an alter ego. These things are fun, like genuinely fun. And they're disappearing, which means what? Prices go one direction, up. This is not just a cheap car. This is maybe a future collectible hiding in plain sight. And if you can find one clean under 3 grand, I'm telling you right now, buy it. Buy it before some guy with frosted tips and Need for Speed nostalgia beats you to it. But wait, there are a few bonus cars I'd watch too. Buick Park Avenue Ultra, hear me out. Supercharged sleeper couch, same legendary 3800. Absolute grandpa missile. Toyota Matrix XRS, basically a Corolla that drank espresso, and honestly, the sleeper of sleepers, 2007 BMW 335i. Yes, they're getting harder under 3 grand. Yes, most are disasters. But if you find one neglected but salvageable, like that N54, that German 2JZ Energy, that might be the biggest upside play on the entire internet, because some cheap cars are transportation, some cheap cars are opportunity, and that's the whole point. $3,000 cars aren't about staying broke. They're about learning leverage. Buy smart, drive cheap, sell well, level up. 3 grand turns into 6, 6 turns into 12, and one day you wake up driving something you used to think was impossible. That's how enthusiasts do it, not by financing themselves into oblivion, by playing the long game, by spotting value before everyone else does, by buying the weird thing people laughed at and right before it becomes cool. That's how you win. So what's the best under 3 grand? If you want reliability, Acura TL. If you want pure fun, Pontiac GTP. If you want upside, GTS. If you want survival after civilization collapses, CRV. And if you hate yourself just enough to live dangerously, but me, if I found a clean Celica GTS tomorrow for 3 grand, I might disappear for a week because I'd be out driving it, probably listening to early 2000s punk rock, probably pretending I'm in Need for Speed Underground, and probably missing my exit because I'm way too busy hitting lift. And honestly, that sounds pretty ideal, no pun intended. Now, tell me what I missed, because I know the comments are about to get violent, and I want to hear the weirdest, coolest, sickest rides you would buy for 3 grand, because the best cheap car is usually the one nobody saw coming. So, like, subscribe, let's hit 2 million subscribers this year. Check out some of these Ideal vids, and I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal, and promise me one thing, keep living the Ideal lifestyle.